We are a software firm that offers product tracking. I am CEO of Idencia. I've been in the position for almost 9 years now. We've served primarily the NPCA market and the PCI market. You might say, well, product tracking, what is product tracking? We already have an ERP system. It is different. It is about making operational effectiveness and customer satisfaction. And I found it was very interesting today that Mark spoke about the three most important principles: relationship, process, discipline. And then Tim, just a minute ago, talked about operational effectiveness and customer relationships. They're both interdependent. And that's the difference between what product tracking does for you versus an ERP system. So the one thing we've learned about architectural precast is everything is unique. It's, as I've described it, mass customization. I'm sure you can relate to that. And with that, of course, you have unique molds, inspection processes, finishes, and so forth. Keeping track of that is no secret to you, is a difficult proposition. And that's what product tracking can help you do. I've learned as we've gone to these conferences and talked to different people that the big keys to success are coordination of scheduling and production. We just talked about that. Managing those production complexities, and then communication of the product progress to the customer. Communication today, at least for most firms, as we've seen it, consists of whiteboards and Excel sheets, emails we talked about, word of mouth, and documentation. That obviously creates a number of problems. You get your inconsistencies and miscommunications, and we just finished talking about the importance of effective communication with a customer. So product tracking, well, what is that really about? In fact, it's taking detailed information about every product that you manufacture that helps you keep track of what's going on with the product, and it helps you create operational efficiency in the plant. I like to describe it as every product is a pixel in the picture of what's going on in the plant. So if you have that information about the products tracked, you can therefore have a very clear picture in real time about what's going on in your plant. You can map production, you can see job progress, you can see shipping, and so forth. It's very simple. It involves barcodes, which architectural precast manufacturers we've had as customers actually just insert them in the mold. That barcode is scanned. That becomes the serial number of that mold or that product in the app. The data is collected, and that's all synced over to your management portal, as we call it, which hosts all the information. Every product has its own web page, and then we have dashboards for what's going on in the plant and reports for what's going on in the plant. As a result, the whiteboards become dashboards, Excel sheets become reports. Everything is collected in one central place. Therefore, you end up with clear, updated information that you can pass on to your customer. So here's the tie-in: operational effectiveness, customer satisfaction. One thing that was just talked about was emails and communicating. At least in the plant, everybody is now working from the same set of information, the single source of truth, as they call it. And as a result, you reduce your errors, you increase your customer satisfaction, and as our brand manager put it, you have customer communications that match the beauty of your products. Now, one final statement in conclusion. I was really struck by what Mark talked about in terms of being fixed-minded or growth-minded. I was asked yesterday at the reception by a producer, what do you find to be the biggest resistance to selling your service? And my answer was change. People fear change. So I loved it when Mark was talking today and he compared Bobby Bowden, who's a very famous and very successful coach, happened to have a fixed mindset, and Nick Saban, who is probably the most successful college coach in history. Bobby Bowden had a fixed mindset. There are a lot of precasters out there today that are very successful and have been historically. The question is, who are going to be the next Nick Sabans? And the next Nick Sabans are going to be the ones that are open to thinking differently. Product tracking is different, but it is the future. Thank you very much.